Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we hear from family members after police find a teenager who went missing. And seasonal flu activity continues to rise throughout the country, and health officials in eastern Kentucky say they've seen it firsthand.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Welcome to Mountain News This Morning. I'm Neely Green here with you on this Tuesday, December 30th. The time is now 6:29, and let's check in with meteorologist Megan Desmond for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, what's that forecast looking like?
Well, for the first time since winter started on the 21st of December, I mean, we're talking 20s. So it's starting to feel like a winter day as you're heading out the door. Low 20s all across eastern Kentucky, with the exception of a few cities. A tad chillier, 18 degrees right now in Clintwood and Logan, 16 in Wise. So again, very cold this morning. You're going to need those layers, and as we head into the afternoon, you'll need to keep those layers on as those high temperatures only make it up to the low 30s, and for some folks not even crossing that 30-degree mark. 29 is the high in Logan, 28 is the high in Wise. And we are seeing just a little bit of some flurries this morning, especially in portions of Perry County, Floyd County, a little bit of Pike County, and our West Virginia counties as well. But that's on its way out. And then we'll be looking at sunny skies as we're heading into the afternoon hours. But don't worry, those clouds are returning as we're heading into the last day of 2025. Neely.
Thank you, Megan. A 13-year-old girl missing for more than 2 months was finally found Friday in Maryland. Police say she was found with 37-year-old Christian Delgado in Silver Spring. He was charged with kidnapping and appeared in court yesterday afternoon. The past 2 months for Winter's family have been gut-wrenching as they held out hope to find their little girl. Maggie Rickerby spoke with Winter's cousin.
For our family, it feels like we can breathe again. There were so many moments where the weight of not knowing felt unbearable.
It's been over 2 months since 13-year-old Winter Wagner went missing. Community members, local authorities, U.S. Marshals, and the FBI searched across state lines to answer one burning question. Where is Winter Wagner? It was Friday when her family finally got an answer. Johnny Miller, Winter's cousin, posted daily online for the past 2 months.
After carrying fear and worry for so long, the relief and gratitude hit all at once.
The Montgomery County Police Department in Maryland says they got a tip Friday that the teen might be in their area. It was inside a home in Silver Spring, Maryland, where they say they found her with 37-year-old Christian Alexander Delgado. Delgado was arrested that day and charged with kidnapping. He had his first court appearance this afternoon in Montgomery County, Maryland. Cameras were not allowed in the courtroom. Miller says they don't have any family in Maryland, and when they found out that's where Winter was, they were shocked.
We hoped she would be found, but we never imagined she would be located out of state in Maryland.
Even more shocking to the family, finding out the man she was with is 37 years old.
Your mind immediately goes to how vulnerable she was. You think about how young she is and how someone so much older could take advantage of that. It makes your stomach drop. It's something no family wants to hear, and it's something that stays with you.
To the community, the Rockcastle County Sheriff's Office, and everyone who kept Winter's name out there, the family says they are grateful.
This experience changed all of us. It showed us the pain of uncertainty, but it also showed us the strength of people coming together, and that's something that we will never forget.
Now the family and the Rockcastle County Sheriff's Office is focused on Winter and bringing her home.
People realize now that sharing a post talking about a child or refusing to scroll past can truly make a difference.
Now the family and the Rockcastle County Sheriff's Office is focused on Winter and bringing her home. In Rockcastle County, Maggie Rickerby, WKYT.
The Rockcastle County Sheriff's Office says they will host a news conference next Monday at 1 p.m. The Wolfe County Sheriff's Department is asking for help finding a stolen bulldozer. Check out the pictures on your screen. There's a $1,000 reward for anyone who gives police information leading to the location and recovery of the bulldozer. Police say a 2001 John Deere 650H was stolen from the Hazel Green exit on the Mountain Parkway between Sunday afternoon and Monday morning. If you have any information, you can call the Wolfe County Sheriff's Office A Rowan County man is accused of attacking his grandfather with a tomahawk axe. Troopers arrested 24-year-old Connor Mullins on Sunday at a home in Moorhead. State police say they found a trail of blood leading upstairs to Mullins' grandfather, Danny Tackett. Mullins' grandmother told police she saw Mullins hit Tackett in the head with the axe. Mullins' family believes he was on some sort of drug at the time. The grandfather was flown to a hospital in West Virginia with a broken arm and a large laceration to his head. A Magoffin County Sheriff's deputy made a holiday arrest without even leaving his home. Tyler Lafferty says he left his front door unlocked after leaving reindeer food on his porch on Christmas Eve. He says his kids went to check on the food on Christmas morning, then started yelling about a man in the house. Lafferty found the man identified as Timmy McKenzie in his living room. He placed McKenzie under arrest after a brief struggle in his lawn. Lafferty says the situation was an unexpected and unforgettable.
Especially these small towns, you usually know everybody. And you think, I don't have to lock my door at, 2 o'clock in the day. But that just, goes to show you that, yeah, it's probably a good idea just to make sure that your doors are always secured, because you never know what's going to happen.
Lafferty says he could tell McKenzie wasn't in the right state of mind. McKenzie is being charged with trespassing, resisting arrest, and public intoxication of a controlled substance. We are learning more about a Rowan County man killed on Christmas Eve. The coroner says 39-year-old Christian Mayberry was shot outside of a home off Christie Creek Road in Moorhead. Jesse Creekmore, one of Mayberry's friends, says he was recovering from addiction. Creekmore says he did something a lot of those who struggle with addiction strive for, and that's to beat it.
When he had a mess up, I mean like when he wouldn't relapse, but he knew where the solution was. He'd show back up in the rooms.
Friends of Mayberry say they are frustrated that no one has been charged for his death. Kentucky State Police tell us they will take their findings to a grand jury for consideration. The London City Council will have a special meeting today. Most of their agenda features veto overrides for ordinances passed earlier this month. Mayor Weddle claimed one of those ordinances would force him to fire dozens of city employees once the new year starts. Today's meeting will be hosted at the Laurel County Fiscal Court. It will start at noon. A new bridge on Kentucky Route 52 is expected to reopen after originally being announced for November. The bridge is located on the Estill-Madison County line. Kentucky transportation officials say bad weather delayed the construction. Both lanes of the bridge are scheduled to reopen today, depending on availability of temporary striping, but the area will remain a work zone until the spring. A longtime Lexington restaurant and favorite among UK students is closing its doors. Management and staff at Tally-Ho confirmed the doors will close permanently on December 31st. It's known for its late-night burgers and all-day breakfast. The restaurant first opened in 1971 and has been at its current location since last August. While Christmas has come to an end, it seems the number of cases of the flu are on the uptick. WYMT's McKinley Calandrino spoke to health officials at primary care centers of Eastern Kentucky about what you should know after holiday gatherings.
According to the CDC, the seasonal flu activity continues to rise throughout the country, and that is no exception for Eastern Kentucky. Taylor Fugit, who is a nurse practitioner at primary care center, says this is one of the worst seasons she has seen in a while.
Flu A and Flu B both are going around really big right now. We're seeing an influx of patients coming through the tent and inside.
Both Flu A and B strains share common symptoms like coughing, congestion, sore throat, and a runny nose. However, Fugit says Flu A is often associated with high fevers and dehydration, whereas Flu B tends to cause more fatigue and drowsiness.
Because we are seeing a lot of pediatric patients with flu. They're coming in really lethargic, high fevers. So it's best to, if you're seeing these high fevers for like more than 3 days, dehydration, definitely come into the clinic so we can swab you and take care of you and get you started on a medication.
And if you don't feel well enough to go inside the clinic, there's an alternative solution. Primary care offers a drive-through service, so you can be tested for the flu right from your vehicle.
We try to do everything out here unless you need something like shortness of breath, things like that. We'll send you in. So we can treat almost anything that you can treat inside out here, and it's a little more convenient.
But most importantly, officials say if you feel sick or have a fever, it is best to be seen.
As hard as it is right now around the holidays, try to stay home because you want to prevent spreading the illness. If you do have to come out, wear a mask.
And of course, washing your hands. In Perry County, McKinley Calandrino, WYMT Mountain News.
Health officials also say it's not too late to get your flu vaccine. The Kentucky Blood Center says they're in desperate need of blood donations this week. They're in critical need of O positive and O negative blood. That means they have less than half a day's worth of blood supply. They're also low on A negative blood. The Blood Center says even though the current demand for blood is normal, they haven't gotten as many donations because of the holidays. Leaders say they're already playing catch up, and another holiday week for New Year's could make things even more challenging. And you can help by donating at the WYMT Winter Blood Drive on Monday, January 5th. The KBC Blood Mobile will be in front of the station from 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. that day. All donors will receive a limited edition KBC hoodie while supplies last.
And you're going to need that hoodie because it is cold today. I mean, we're talking cold enough for some flurry chances to be in that forecast. Here's a look at satellite and radar right now. Still hanging on to some of those flurries in the far eastern part of our region, as well as you're traveling into West Virginia. Now, the main story will be those cold temperatures, though, as we are mostly sitting in those low 20s with feels like temperatures in the teens for many folks, since the wind is still on the fast side this morning. Now, by the time we head into the afternoon, we'll still be looking at some fast winds, but those temperatures will be warming into a mixture of those low 20s, with the high temperatures for the day around that 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock time frame. Neely.
Thank you, Megan, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:41. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. The need for service dogs is at an all-time high, but even more so, the shortage of people to raise them as puppies.